Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And for the third straight year, the Miami Heat had to go through the play-in tournament to reach the postseason. For the third straight year, they were able to do so. This year, the first 10th seed to ever get through. Their reward, a first-round matchup with a Cleveland Cavaliers team that dominated much of the season, went 64-18. In 3 of the 4 games, it really wasn't that close. Game 2, they made a nice comeback, but all in all, a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs ended yesterday with a 138-83 loss. Do the math. That is a 55-point defeat, as you see. Outscored 43-17 after the first quarter. I'm going to admit, I shut the game off after the first quarter. Check tabs, see if the Heat were going to make a comeback. It was fairly evident they weren't. Outscored in the second quarter by 13. 39-point deficit at halftime. That rose to 48 after 3 quarters and 55 after 4 quarters. Tyler Hero 1 for 10 from the field. Team shot 36% from the field, 20.4% from beyond the arc in what was one of the most hideous postseason performances in NBA history. We see here largest margin of victory in the playoffs. Only been 3 games with a larger margin. 2 times a team lost by 58 in the playoffs, once 56, and there's the Cavs' 55-point win over the Heat. The game was a 60-point margin at one point, so the Heat made a little bit of a comeback, but it was the second time this postseason where a team has lost by at least 50 points. You see, of course, the Thunder beat the Grizzlies by 51 in Game 1. Not only that, we see here NBA.com, it mentions Cleveland won the 4 games by a combined 122 points. Do the math. That is a 30.5-point average defeat the Heat took. Previous record, a 121-point combined win by Denver over New Orleans in 2009. I believe that was one of the largest margins, 58. So other than that, it was 53-point margin for Denver. But yes, Eric Spoelstra, long seen as one of the best head coaches in the NBA, and deservedly so. I mean, again, took a play-in tournament team to the NBA Finals. Of course, this year was a lot of Jimmy Buckets being unhappy. Eventually was traded. Andrew Wiggins just didn't pay much of a dividend with the team. They did get Davion Mitchell as well at the deadline, and he definitely looks like a keeper. Former lottery pick, hadn't really panned out. Restricted free agent, played much better with Miami, so look for Miami to definitely attempt to retain him. But a guy like Jaime Jaquez Jr. really fell off in his sophomore year to the point he wasn't in the rotation much at the end of this season. But yeah, a big offseason for the Heat. We know the Heat aren't a team that necessarily likes to rebuild, but Bam Adebayo didn't necessarily take a step forward this year. Maybe Tyler Hero did, yes. But can he really be that 1A guy? I would say no. But yeah, interesting offseason upcoming for the Heat after an embarrassing way to see their season end swept at the hands of the Cavaliers. Also, what are your thoughts? Cavaliers ended the regular season not on the highest of notes, kind of waded through the last month of the season. Definitely looked to be clicking on all cylinders. Were without Darius Garland each of the last 2 games, and still absolutely blew the doors off the Miami Heat. A lot of people are waiting for that potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup with the Celtics. I'm a Knicks fan. I hope it doesn't happen. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.